In the book, The Inner Game of Tennis, the author talks about how giving too many oral instructions actually makes it hard for someone to get good at tennis. If a coach is constantly telling a tennis player, do this, 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 and this, they'll be overly focusing on what they'll do, and it'll actually make their performance worse. High performance is about visualizing the outcome you want and then literally turning off, letting your body do the job. So in that book, he talks about how we have two selves, self one and self two. Self one is your conscious mind, and self two is your unconscious. And from psychological research, we all know that high performance actually happens when you turn off your conscious mind and your subconscious takes over. This is when, like, a basketball player gets in amazing rhythm and they're completely in the zone. You hear the terms, he's out of his mind. He or she is performing way outside their conscious attention. The purpose of self one is to give the vision, to visually see with vividness the outcome you want. It could be that perfect golf swing. It could be you running a 5-minute mile. It could be you having a finished book. The goal of self one is to visualize and focus on the outcome. Albert Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. Your self one, which is your conscious mind, is just to point the attention and the direction, not to overly control the process. Once you've visualized what you want, you actually just let go and you let self two go organically. You visualize what you want the swing to look like or where you want the ball to go when it comes to tennis, and then you just let your body do it. Your physical body actually is your subconscious mind. There's a great spiritual quote that says, when the spirit yields to the body, it becomes corrupt. But when the body yields to the spirit, it becomes pure and holy. Well, you can apply this quote to high performance. Self one is your conscious mind, or you could say your spirit. It says where to go. You need to consciously think about and intentionally visualize your future self, or where you want to go. And then your body can yield to your spirit, or your body can yield to your mind. You let the body flow. You let the subconscious do the work. High performance happens when you're not trying to overly control the process. Willpower is the worst way to change behavior. It's the worst way to change habits. If you just visualize and focus your attention on what you want, and then let the body just do its thing, the body will perform perfectly. It could be literally anything. It could be writing an article, writing a paper, acing a test. You focus on the outcome. What you focus on expands. You set the target, and then you just go through the process, and you trust the process. I actually recently did this today with running. I have a running coach, and he told me he wanted me to run 2 miles at a 7-minute pace. So all I did was think about the actual mileage, and then I just let my body run. I didn't try to overly control how my body ran. I wasn't consciously trying to correct my own form. My body is all it needs is the target. Once it has the target, you just let it go, and you actually try to shut down self one while you're performing. This is how you get unattached to the outcome. This is how you get unattached and how you can click into optimal and high performance. You set the target, and then you actually try to just quiet self one and just let yourself organically flow. You don't try to overly control the process. You actually just get better and better at visualizing the outcome that you want, focusing on the outcome, putting your target on the outcome, and then letting your subconscious, your self two, get you there. It's that easy. And this is literally the basis of books like Think and Grow Rich, where you just think about the amount of money you want. Even Thomas Edison said, never go to bed without a request to your subconscious. You visualize the outcome, you make it deep, you make it compelling, you make it clear, then you let your subconscious actually just do it for you. When you say what you want out loud and when you clarify the outcome, then you can get it. And you just see it. You see it more and more in your mind. Again, Albert Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. All your conscious mind has to do is think about the outcome. Once you've actually done some form of performance, you can use your conscious mind to analyze that performance. So think of, for example, Tom Brady. Tom Brady would watch himself on film, and he would analyze it, he would dissect it, he would think about it, he would learn from it. He also maybe would watch other quarterbacks and kind of study it. So you can use your conscious mind to study. This would be called deliberate practice. And then you could integrate what you learn, and then you can use your learning to set a clear and a better target. And so that's really the purpose of learning. There's a great quote that basically says, intelligence is the ability to make finer distinctions. Finer distinctions means that you can clarify even further and further, finer grades, what you want to see, that perfect swing, or your net worth, or you making that business, or you connecting with a loved one, or just you having a good day. you need to visualize in vividness what that looks like, and then you get better and better at just letting yourself to, which is your subconscious, actually get you there. And it will get there in the easiest, most natural, most organic, most effortless way. If the conscious mind is trying to over-control how you do it, then you're going to try to exert too much effort, too much control, and that's going to stymie the process. That's not the purpose of your conscious mind. Your purpose of your conscious mind is to set the target and get better and better at setting clear targets by analyzing your performance or just learning in general and setting better targets, letting go, performing without any attachment to how you do. You may have a bad day. You may write a horrible paper. You may fail, but the goal is that you're constantly analyzing your behavior, analyzing your performance, better clarifying the outcome, and also measuring backwards. Measuring backwards is an important key to building confidence. Failing forward and measuring backwards is a great quote. You fail yourself forward towards your future self or towards the vision you have, but you measure yourself backwards against where you were before. Dan Sullivan, the co-founder of Strategic Coach, would call this measuring the gain, not the gap. You measure the gains. You actually take time to reflect and analyze back. Where are you now and how is your performance? It could be on that golf swing or that tennis swing, or it could be on your running times, or it could be on your income. It could be on anything. But you measure yourself backwards against where you were before. The British philosopher Alain de Botton said, if you're not embarrassed by who you were 12 months ago, you didn't learn enough. So as you're setting clear targets, as you're analyzing your behavior, and as you're integrating your learning and then setting better targets, and as you're getting better and better at letting go of controlling the process, but you're getting better at subconsciously tapping into high performance, and then you measure yourself backwards against where you were before, you will see that you're getting better. You will see that your measurables or your actual performance or your actual results are getting better and better because you're getting better at putting the spotlight on where you want to go. Wherever your eyes go, the body follows. Wherever your eyes go, your life follows. Whatever you focus on expands. Wherever your attention is, that's where you're going. And they've even looked at this, like for example, in NASCAR. When a car driver is going like 200 miles an hour, is all they have to do is just put their eye and attention just a little bit further, and the car goes wherever their eye is. And so you've got to just get better at controlling where your eye is going. That's your attention, the eye of your attention. You get to determine what your target is and how specific and clear that target is. And then you get to take your learning and your experience and filter it out and clarify. Make finer distinctions about what you want, and you get better and better at letting go, having high performance moments where you're actually practicing or working towards that target. It could be a writing session where you just write 500 words after you've kind of set the intention for what those words would be. Or on a running session when you just say, I'm going to run 3 miles at this pace, and then you just let it go. Try not to overcomplicate the process. Don't be attached to the outcome. And then you analyze what happened and you use that to set a better target. And then you get better and better at practicing and measuring backwards against where you were before. And as you measure backwards and as you see your own progress, you're going to build enormous confidence, because if you apply these principles of setting clear targets, turning off self-one, which is your conscious mind, while you're performing, and performing at a subconscious level, which is an effortless, high-performance, organic level, your body will know what to do. Your body will know where to take you if you visualized what it looks like. Even what your body looks like. If you visualize, for example, what your physical body looks like, and then as you're exercising, just see that image, your body will literally construct its muscles based on what you visually see. The physical body, or the self-two, the subconscious mind, is powerful. And the more you can perform at a subconscious level, the more high performance you'll have, the faster you'll get there. Getting to elite levels in any form of performance isn't about consciously controlling everything. It's about setting the vision and then letting the subconscious do the job for you. And then analyzing your behavior, integrating your learning, and setting clear targets, and making your body will even make the needed adjustments if you just better see, for example, what it looks like. You see what that perfect run stroke looks like, or what you want your run stroke to look like. You see it in your mind and then you let it go, and your body will just follow. Your body is brilliant at following instructions, or your subconscious is brilliant at actually creating the outcomes you want. There's a great quote from Joseph Murray, who wrote the book The Power of the Subconscious Mind. He said, whatever is impressed on the subconscious mind will be expressed in the external world. Whatever you see, whatever you imagine, whatever you're thinking about and focusing on and creating, whatever you're impressing on your subconscious mind will be expressed. Your subconscious creates in the most easy, effortless, and organic ways whatever it is you're thinking about or creating. And so your responsibility with yourself, one, or your conscious mind, is to get better and better at intentionally thinking about what you want, thinking about and visualizing who you want to be, the outcomes you want to have, the situations you want to have. I love this book, The Inner Game of Tennis. It's all about learning and transforming your life. And it's the easy, effortless, unconscious way of doing it, not the overly controlling willpower approach. That is a hard, slow manner of change. So you can perform at a high level, and you can and should practice every single day. Whatever it is you're trying to do, it could be you at work, it could be you at home, it could be you at fitness. Whatever it is, take time to practice, visualize the outcome, maybe even write it down in a journal, and then just effortlessly trust that you're doing it. See in your mind the outcome, and then just let go and let your body perform. Perform in that speech, or perform in that presentation, or perform in that run, or perform in that soccer practice, whatever it is you're doing, or perform when you're with your family. Perform connecting with your child. You could imagine going home and just having an amazing connection with your child, or just having a great day, feeling good, having an awesome phone call. Maybe you need to have a very important phone call. See it in your mind, visualize what that looks like, and then just let go, and just don't overly try to control the process. I'm Dr. Benjamin Hardy. Right here you can get the next video in this Future Self series. Also, please like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Have an amazing day.